The KwaZulu-Natal Philharmonic Orchestra has taken to the recording studio in an extremely special project. The choral works of acclaimed composer Shalati Joseph Khosa has been orchestrated by ubiquitous composer and producer Cheyne, and the KZN Philharmonic is recording them. In our Durban studio now, we're joined by Bongane Tembe, who's the artistic director for the KZN Philharmonic. Bongane, good morning and welcome.
Morning to you, Sam, and the viewers.
Let's talk about this recording and how special it is. Why do it now?
Well, you know, the recordings of the great composer J.S. Khosa, and it was the idea of his friend Ruel Khosa, who felt very strongly that we should record the music, the uplifting lyrics of the music of J.S. Khosa, which really concentrate on good moral values.
Look, for a lot of people this morning, they're going to hear J.S. Khosa's name for the very first time. Let's quickly just put them in the know. Let's talk about his contribution.
J.S. Khosa, composed more than 100 songs, mostly for choir, and I'm glad to say that I knew him personally. We used to go and adjudicate choir competitions together. He was a very quiet man, but a talented composer. He composed songs such as Matimba, Mindiro, which choirs sang all over South Africa. And so it's fantastic that we are reviving his music and recording it for posterity.
How do we, you know, when you work on a project like this, you can't record everything. What was that selection process like to make sure what gets onto the special project or this recording studio? How did you catalog, decide what was the most important works, or your plan to do all his works?
Well, for now, it's going to be a continuous project, but for now, only just 26 of his songs are being composed, are being orchestrated by Cheyne. And they include some of his key songs, as I've mentioned, Matimba, but he composed more than that, but it's going to be an ongoing process.
What do you think the fans are going to absolutely love about this special project, and what are the songs that are going to resonate with people and maybe grow a new audience towards jazz music?
Yeah, I think what we're doing now, orchestrating the music of J.S. Khosa with the choirs, I think it's going to expose it to another audience, particularly perhaps the white audience in South Africa, which is not aware of his music. And but the older choirs, they all know his music. It's just that the new generation also doesn't know his music. So the project, we're doing the orchestration without the choirs, and then the second part is the orchestration with the choirs. Because Ruel Khosa wanted to be sure that choirs around South Africa can take the orchestration and sing into it, thereby performing his music all over.
Well, in Jazz's case, he's got a very powerful champion in Ruel Khosa, wanting that music and to be preserved. But what about some of the other artists that the mainstream masses are not used to, that have made valuable contributions? Any plan on your side to kind of create more special projects in that line?
Yes, as the KZN Philharmonic Orchestra, I'm wearing that hat today, we're really committed to taking the music, particularly the African choral music, and transcribing it and into staff notation and then orchestrating it. We have done the music of Pelelani Mnomia and many others. We feel that it is important to highlight the music that reflects our heritage.
Bongane, when will we see the completion of this project, and when will it be open for public consumption?
Well, we're finishing the recording of the 26 songs of J.S. Khosa this weekend, and I think in a week or two we'll then open the whole thing up to the public.
Okay, Bongane, thank you very much for joining us from our Durban studios. That's the artistic director for the KZN Philharmonic Orchestra talking to us about their recording that he said will be completed by this week.